How to stop being skinny fat. You work out, you eat decent, but you still look soft. No real muscle, no real definition, just stuck in this frustrating in-between. That's called being skinny fat, and most people try to fix it the wrong way, which makes it worse. My name is Captain Gains. Here are the 5 steps to finally break out of it. Step 1. Prioritize strength training above everything else. Here's why this is first. Skinny fat guys have low muscle mass and higher body fat at the same time. That combination wrecks your hormones and makes everything harder. The only way to break that cycle is to give your body a reason to build muscle. And that reason is heavy compound lifting. 3 to 4 days a week, squats, deadlifts, bench press, rows, overhead press. These movements recruit the most muscle fibers, spike testosterone, and force your body to change. Forget isolation work for now. Get strong at the big lifts first. That's the foundation everything else builds on. Step 2. Eat at maintenance and hit your protein. Most guys hear skinny fat and immediately think they need to crash diet. That's the wrong move. Eating way too low tanks your testosterone even further and breaks down the muscle you're trying to build. Instead, eat right around your maintenance calories. Your body can burn fat for fuel while using protein and your training to build muscle at the same time. That's body recomposition, and skinny fat guys respond to it better than almost anyone. The non-negotiable is protein. 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight every single day. It protects your muscle, keeps you full, and burns more calories just through digestion. Nail your protein, and the rest falls into place. Step 3. Stop doing random cardio. Cardio isn't the enemy. The way most skinny fat guys do cardio is the enemy. Long, slow sessions 5 days a week, spike cortisol and eat your muscle. You end up lighter on the scale, but still soft. Just a smaller version of the same problem. Here's what actually works. 2 to 3 low-intensity sessions per week. Walks, easy cycling, heart rate under 130. Burns fat without the muscle breakdown. 1 HIIT session if you want it. That's the entire cardio protocol. Simple, and it works. Step 4. Fix your sleep. This one gets skipped constantly, and it's costing people serious progress. Under 7 hours of sleep and your cortisol spikes, your testosterone drops, and your body shifts into a state where it stores fat and breaks down muscle. You cannot out-train that. You cannot out-diet it either. 7 to 9 hours is part of the protocol, not optional recovery advice, actual required work. Treat it that way. Step 5. Track the right things. The scale is going to lie to you on a recomp. You might not lose weight for weeks while your body is literally trading fat for muscle. If you're only watching the scale, you will quit too early. Track what actually tells the truth. Weekly photos in the same lighting, waist measurement, your lifts in the gym. If your waist is shrinking and your bench is going up, you are winning, even if the number on the scale hasn't moved. Here's the honest part. This is slower than a straight bulk or cut. Real visible changes take 12 to 16 weeks for most people. But here's what's different. The results last because you built them correctly. You're not going to cardio your way out of being skinny fat. You're not going to crash diet your way out either. Lift heavy, eat enough protein, sleep like it's your job. Trust the process. If this helped you, hit subscribe, because every week I'm putting out content that bridges calisthenics and strength training in a way nobody else is doing. And if you want to know exactly what to eat to support your recomposition, that video is right here.